Yeah, so my name is Lucia, and I am CEO and owner of the CARE LAB brand. We started 15 years ago with the idea to create something to fill the gap and to create something specially for women in terms of food and beverage. And that's why we came up with the idea to create an energy drink, but it's a special blend that have health benefits for women's body. And we found a special blend. It's called the Katsip Fatimah.
The
It's
what,
a
sorry?
Katsip Fatimah.
Katsip Fatima.
Yes, it's a special plant sourcing from Malaysia,
Uh-huh.
and it's very well known to have a good effect on women's body, like for typical problems we are facing as a women. And still, women have been 15 years ago untargeted in terms of food and beverage, and because women need a different type of vitamins than men, so we just wanted to fill the gap and bring something special for them. Yeah, our brand back in time was called Divas for Women, and then we started to create the history of our brand. And yes, but the regulations from coming from Europe started to be really strict, and that's why we were not allowed to sourcing raw materials from Malaysia or third
Right.
countries anymore. So we had to think about how to reformulate the product, how to move it into more sophisticated way. So we started to think about the vitamin waters. It was back in 2013. Nobody knows anything about the vitamin waters or this kind of innovation in a beverage. So we started to slowly build and pioneering this category as a small European brand.
Yeah.
It required a lot of educations. I mean, we had to educate our consumers and also buyers and distributors. They didn't understand the concept, so it was not always easy,
Yeah.
back in time.
And now this category is slowly opening up.
Oh yes, it is opening up to the world, mainly when we are talking about Europe, because COVID, unfortunately, COVID was not a good thing, but it helped to grow this category because people started to be very well educated. They started to care what they eat, what they drink, to still have health benefits for them. They were afraid that something similar like a COVID can come again, and they wanted to stay healthy.
Yeah.
And now also retailers realize the necessity of having such a products or providing more and more space for such a product in
So-
terms of food and beverage.
Right. So are you seeing in the market now more like special space for health foods?
Yes.
Or is it just are they just putting it beside whatever general category?
Yeah. Right now, they are building a special space that is called functional beverage or special hydration or vitamin water category. It depends on the country, but yes, finally there is a space allocated especially for some kind of functional products because many years it was only about the flavored waters, isotonic drinks, and energy drinks, and that was pretty much it. Of course, energy drink is also kind of functional drink, but it's not so healthy. And is isotonic drink is still something that is no serious innovation nowadays. And of course, within our history, we have or we had a different type of products. Some of them we postponed because back in time it was too early for the
Right,
market
right.
to accept it.
So what kind of products are too
Like,
early?
for example, melon juices, fresh melon juice with hyaluronic acid was really significant innovation because melon can hydrate you more effectively than the water itself. So in combination with hyaluronic acid, it was really great for hydration and effective hydration of the body. But the world was not ready to accept also the taste because when you eat a melon, that's completely different. Like when you squeeze a melon, the taste is significantly.
see.
Try it. Try to squeeze a melon. It's different like when you eat it.
Oh.
So that's why it was difficult to play with the taste profile.
And then when you add, I don't know what hyaluronic acid tastes like.
It's it's also the part of your skin, and
It keeps your skin bouncy and
yes, exactly, and hydrated. Yeah. It's also very well known in aesthetic world, so you can put it also in injections form to your skin. So
it's very popular in
it
Asia.
is very in a cosmetics world. It's when you put it in the creams
Yes.
and this kind of things, it's crazy.
Yeah, we're seeing, I mean, in Asia, collagen drinks, and I think more recently there have been products with food products that have kind of taken from the beauty world.
Yes.
So they're looking at hyaluronic acid.
Yeah.
I've seen that in drinks. I've seen glutathione in drinks.
Yes.
I've seen coenzymes,
Yeah.
gluten in
Yeah.
drinks.
Yeah. We have a coenzyme Q10 as well. We have generally speaking, coenzyme Q10 is a part of every single cell in a human body. So, but with aging, we are losing ability to produce something by ourselves. So that's why the supplementation is very much needed. Right now, we use most of the ingredients in our products that we have naturally in our body. But with aging, as I mentioned, we are losing ability to produce them anymore. So that's a big advantage. And of course, the other ingredients that we use just to support each benefit of the product, because during the COVID, we sit down. We had the time because everything was closed, and we've been thinking what we can do, how to move forward with the brand, because we knew that having just the vitamin water was too standard.
Yeah.
And a lot of brands realize that, okay, this is a very interesting category. Let's do something similar as well. But it's not only about the picking interesting ingredients or trendy ingredients. You need to know how to combine them. What is the dosage of ingredients that are functional? So there is a science behind, and you need to really communicate it with the people who know how to combine it, what's the proper dosage, and so on and so on. And so that's because a lot of companies try to bring another vitamin water, but in a most cheaper way. That was not the way we would like to go or forward. So that's why we decided to go into more sophisticated way. We decided to use our knowledge and really a long-term working with the scientists and nutrition specialists. So we created something new. We created food supplements that are tasty, that are very convenient, and that are functional, really functional.
Right.
So the COVID helped us with this. And that's why we decided to do a significant rebranding in terms of the name of the company and all the direction we took.
Okay. So what was the company called before, and what's it called now?
Yes, it was called Divas for Women, and now it's called CARE LAB.
Okay.
Lab means laboratory, so there is a science behind. Science means that we use clinically and scientifically proven ingredients. We work closely with the scientists, so the combination, so the consumers can rely on us that the product is really functional. And the CARE means that it's a clean label product, really sophisticated and high quality ingredients that we use in it.
Okay. How much of a challenge is it to get regulations for these ingredients, for the use of these ingredients and in the right dosage?
Yeah. In Europe, there are the list of the ingredients that are approved by European Food Safety Authorization. So we know that we can use them in a food or beverage, in a dosage that we have. So this regulation is done. Some products we have registered as a food supplement because some ingredients we decided to use in our products can be used only in a food supplement. It cannot be only in a fortified beverage. So this
what are some of those ingredients?
It's for example cognizant acetylcholine. So this is an ingredient that can be used only in a food supplement. It cannot be just a fortified food. So that's why, but it's not a problem. It's just a matter of some kind of notice to a local authority, so they know that you are selling the food supplement on the market, but it's placed in a normal shelf in retail. Legislation is just a matter of having a notice into particular country and you can sell the products very easy. And speaking about the other markets like Middle East or US have a completely different legislation. So that was part of another preparing of the product and labeling and these kind of things. But Middle East have, for example, have their own registration processes and how they claim the products and what should be written on the packaging. So it's always a matter of local requirements in particular country.
How many countries are you present in right now?
Yes, European market is very fragmented. We have selected European markets like Spain, Portugal, Estonia, Austria, Greece. We are starting in the UK right now. So it's fragmented because the category was not so developed like as it is in the US right now. They are so many years ahead of the Europe. But finally, retailers, also distributors, realized the necessity of having such a functional food on the shelf. So they are now providing more and more space for such innovative brands.
There haven't been a lot of brands specifically catering to women.
Yeah.
And now I think a lot of companies are focusing on the needs of women because they see that as us as a neglected group.
It is. And also, of course, we are now not only for women. So the ingredients that we use are for everybody who is health conscious. Even the men can drink it right now. We are focusing on three major health issues of today's population. That is mental health and clarity. It's a gut health and immunity, and it's a physical regeneration. Because during the COVID, we sit down with a scientist and we ask them, okay, what we will need in 5, 10, 15 years when we live such a busy life as we are living right now. So we identify these three major health issues and we build the portfolio with ingredients to support and to provide the health benefits for that. Even though it's right now for everybody, men or women, still women are the main target group of our products.
Did the rebranding also reflect the desire to not just focus on women, but be for a broader audience?
I think no, we still use really nice colors that are more female oriented. But we decided to go into pastel colors because they are really nice, visible on the shelf. They catch your eye for the first sight, and
especially when everything else is black and
yes, exactly. So, and when you recognize us on a shelf, then you grab the bottle, and when you read the ingredients, you decided to buy it because we are really clean label product. The ingredients we use are known from supplement world, from beauty world. So the people already know what kind of ingredients are they and what's the health benefits.
How many products do you have in your portfolio?
I need to count it right now because we are now launching two new product ranges. So we have a free products from CARE water range, fortified water with prebiotics, with nootropics, with magnesium. So it's more or less about daily activity support. Then we have a free SKUs of wellness soda. It's a slightly sparkling, really complex regeneration drink because it contains vegan collagen, 74C minerals, coenzyme Q10, and 6 vitamins. Then we have free CARE bars. It's a functional bar made from gluten-free oats and cashew paste. There is a layer of real gem, and it's covered in the chocolate. So it's free functional bars, and now launching the 6 CARE shots, the small ones, highly concentrated shot, made from fruit juices and fruit purees, of course, still with the functional ingredients to support those free health benefits. 15 products right now, and we have a new project also to use the ingredients that we have in beverage and the snacks. We would like to have it in a powder sachets. So the people, on the go, they will just also if they don't want to grab a whole bottle, flavored water or whatever, they will just take a sachet and put it into the water and make their own beverage. So this is also ready to be launched in upcoming periods and having our own production facility. So we are really happy about it.
So all of your product development is in-house?
Yes, only purely in-house.
Okay, nice.
And we are very proud of it because right now we have really strong team searching for top-notch ingredients and most innovative ones. When there is something very, very innovative, we are already the first one who is picking up. For example, vegan collagen. This is really new. Nobody knows that even vegan collagen exists.
Yeah, because collagen is
Animal sourced. Yeah.
What is it a vegan collagen booster?
No, it's not a booster. That's the thing. So far, we had some vegan collagens on the market already, but exactly it was only a booster. We have this vegan collagen we use is made of 19 amino acids that are plant-based and are identical to human collagen type 1. It was developed by one Mexican doctor. He did a skin transplantation, so they just created the same ratio as human skin is, and replace it by amino acids that are plant-based. So that's why the
actual
efficacy is more than any animal sourced. That's why finally also vegans can get a real benefit of the collagen.
How new is this? And did you have to get
It's very new
for it?
Absolutely, it's a science-backed and worldwide first. So there are so many science clinical studies on the efficacy to a human body. So definitely all ingredients have to have at least clinical or scientific study. Otherwise, we will not use it in our product. It's very, very new. The same with the cognizin, citicoline, postbiotics, immunes. We use all of them are very new to the market.
Exactly. And postbiotics are, again, just a few years old.
Exactly.
And
very
many people have the regulatory backing for it.
Yeah.
So wait, does EFSA allow postbiotics to be used?
Yes.
It does?
Yes, it does. It does. This special postbiotic immunes that it's from Japanese company.
I mean, what is the base for the postbiotic?
So it's a feeding for your gut for probiotics. So and they just wake up the immune system that was sleeping in your body. That's very, very easy to say. So in a very easy way. So they are really crucial and really sophisticated, and the scientists just realize how important those are, because so far we knew only prebiotics and probiotics, and they are still good. You need also prebiotics, also probiotics, and postbiotics are really new.
Yeah, it's because I think the last I checked, East Asia, like South Korea, Japan used a fair amount of it.
Yes.
I haven't seen it too much in other parts of the
world. Yeah.
Slowly I'm seeing it. I saw a couple here as well.
And it's going to be more and more, but right now only few selected companies like we are, and we are always among the first one who try to bring such an innovations to our product.
You also mentioned that the ingredients that you select are selected carefully so that they kind of work in tandem with each other.
Exactly. They are very selected first because there is alchemy behind mixing the ingredients. Some of them can be contradictory. Some of them, when they are together, they are absolutely not working. So there should be science behind the creation of this. And of course, sourcing ingredients is very important for us, because when we want to sell the products also to other countries like Middle East or when there is a really significant registration process and laboratory testing of the product, they are also require reliable suppliers, and that's our top priority, to have just the top of them.
Okay.
Because yes, you can source the same ingredients from different suppliers and the quality is significantly different. That's why we don't buy a mix of ingredients at once, but we pick particular ingredients from the particular supplier.
So that's a lot of time and effort you're
Yeah,
putting
it is.
into finding suppliers,
Yes.
keeping on top of
Yes.
ingredients.
Yes, it is, but
Yeah.
it's worth it because our philosophy is that every single product, a new product that we will create, customers can 100% rely on us, that it will be functional, it will be tasty, and they absolutely can rely on the top quality of ingredients that we use. Because we don't want to produce just wannabes. We just really want to be the top in food industry and the food supplement world.
Within Europe and the Middle East, functional beverages are still a very new category.
Yes,
But in the US, so there's a lot of scope to grow here.
it is.
But in the US, it's a fairly well developed.
It's yeah, absolutely. US market is quite so many years ahead of Europe. That's true. Although it's not so easy to get on the shelf, mainly because there is a lot of competitors around, but still there is a gap. When you find that gap, so when you can bring a really good innovation or the tasty product or the packaging, they can give you a chance to appear on the shelf. But then it's very costly. You need to do a lot of marketing. You need to still do some kind of sales promotions. You need to prove that you are at the right place, that you are the right brand, that they can keep you on a shelf.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of work and a lot of investment behind. But definitely there is a space for innovation. Compared to Europe, it's just developing.
Mm-hmm.
But we are at the right direction, definitely, yes. Because the necessity of having a functionality in food and beverage is finally also in Europe, but still depends on the country. Even though France or Italy or Germany are so developed countries, but still the category is not so developed. For example, in Austria, the category is there. In some other European markets like Spain or Portugal, also the category is there. So there are differences between European countries.
Yeah.
But still, I think that we are definitely in a good path.
Okay. So you still have to do a fair amount of marketing.
Yeah.
What have you found is a really effective marketing channel for you?
Definitely doing, because we are not a big brand like Coca-Cola with a big budget that they can put advertising into a television or something like that. So that's why we are doing mostly in-store marketing, because there you have a product, there is a customer, and you need to approach the customer directly at place. So demoing and promo tasting and sampling is the best way, because you are in a connection with the people. Of course, they have a chance to hear you. They have a chance to try the samples, and this is actually really good working also in US. The people love to try the new product, so demos are perfect tool in terms of marketing. Of course, online presence. You can do an online presence when you have really good distribution coverage. And at the beginning, nobody will give you a full coverage on the market. So you are building it step by step. You are building it slowly at a point of sale.
Yeah, that's a really good point. How do people discover you if you're only online?
It's we don't have a product only for online sales, because, for example, some of the cans, I mean the big ones for wellness soda or the CARE water, they are too heavy for online sales. Of course, the shows or the bars, it will be completely different story. Or the sachets that we are going to launch. So it's a perfect online product for subscription, because shots supposed to be taken on a daily basis. But online sales, In Europe, it's also not so developed like in the US. So it's a difficult. And speaking about the influencers, it's very costly marketing. And still, this marketing can make a sense when you have really strong online presence, I mean online sales, or really good presence, I mean offline in retail. But when you don't have it, it's a waste of money
Yeah.
from
So,
my point of view.
yeah. It makes sense because at least when people go to stores, they'll see.
Yeah.
And I think here people still go to
Yeah.
stores.
And you know what? We did a mistake when we started. We had a really significant online presence. I mean, we've been in television. We supported Superstar, but we didn't have a distribution coverage. So the people know the name of the brand because they know us from advertisement, but there was no chance to buy the products because we didn't, if we not so experienced like we are right now, so we didn't know that putting the products into distribution will take significantly long time. So they know us, but there was no chance to buy the products. So return of investment was zero. So we lost the money. That's why this is a real experience for us that you have to have a distribution, and distribution should be, or the marketing support should be properly taken, depends on the distribution coverage.
Yeah. Oh, so essentially everything needs to kind of work at the same time.
Yes,
You need to
exactly.
have-
Exactly.
If people see the product and they're
Yeah.
not able to buy
Yeah.
it at that moment,
Yeah.
they'll never buy it.
I'm not a big fan of doing marketing in advance. A lot of companies say, okay, we need to do a hype around the product first, and then we will have it into distribution. And I say no, because so many new products are still coming and appearing on online. People will immediately forget about you. So they should have a chance to buy you somewhere. Otherwise, to creating a hype about the product not make any
I
sense.
know. All right. What are your biggest challenges right now in terms of expanding?
Definitely investments, definitely to having a budget for expansion, because you still also need to developing the new products. It's FMCG market, so fast moving consumer goods, and still you need to bring some new products. So it's a costly developing a new product. It's not so easy. It takes time and money. Of course, you need the money also to support the brand when you are already on the market.
Yeah.
So through sales promotions and other marketing tools. So it's also very costly thing. You need to be prepared for that. So definitely investment is very crucial when building distribution and brand presence. Of course, it's also kind of regulations coming from mainly European Union, because what we are trying to do right now to be so green is some kind of, that's fine. Let's do that. Let's continue to do that, but let's make it easy. Let's make it the same for all European market. But what's happening right now, every single European market has a different local legislation in terms of recycling. And for us as a producers, it's making a lot of work, a lot of investment, because considering how small the product it is, you can place 1 or 2 languages maximum, and having a different regulation within so many European countries, it's crazy. So also these kind of regulations that are coming is quite a big challenge for food and beverage brands.
So do you have to redo all of your on-pack labeling and
Yeah.
everything because of the new regulations?
Yeah, we need to change it. There should be a special symbols per particular country, and you have not enough space for all the symbols, because this is the most crucial part also for the small brands. When they are producing the goods, they have to put a stickers, and sticker is always not good looking on the product, but that's the only solution at the beginning. So there are so many technical things and logistic things and regulation things that can be quite challenging, and you need to be just a patient. You need to be you need to think not in so big. You need to be very humble and going step by step, slowly building the presence, because you can lose a lot of money overnight.
Yeah.
And it's not our case. We really would like to go slowly but steadily. And from my point of view and experience, that's what is the best for small brands.
Are shows like this useful for you?
Exhibition is always when a small or other brands that would like to expand to other countries, the best thing is to invest into such exhibitions like Anuga or CL. We realized the necessity back in 2012, and from that you don't have to necessarily have a really big booth. You need to start somewhere, even with a small one. We had a really small one back in time, and slowly building the presence. But that's the best way how to get involved, how to meet the new partners, how they can feel the energy of the brand, they can see the product, they can try the product. So that's a lot of opportunities at such exhibitions like Anuga is, because at the one place you can meet the people from all over the world. So that's the best tool. No cold calling, no cold mailing. It's not working. The people wants to see who stands behind the brand, what is the energy of the brand, how the product looks like, taste, and this kind of thing. So that's always the best tool, and it's really worth to invest into exhibitions.
Nice. Thank you.
Absolutely, with pleasure.